Hello and welcome back on the Easy Finance channel. In today's video, we will cover the four essential characteristics that every piece of accounting information should have. The most general and the most important objective of financial reporting is to provide useful information for making decisions. But what makes information useful? According to the FASB, the information must be relevant, reliable, comparable, and consistent. As a first objective, we have relevant. For information to be relevant, it needs to be significant enough to influence business decisions. The information should help confirm or correct the user's expectations. No matter how significant the information is, however, it must be timely to be relevant. For example, the price of fuel is extremely important information to an airline, and the manager needs this information to make decisions about ticket prices. However, if the firm reports fuel prices only monthly, the information will not be timely enough to be relevant. To be relevant, information must be useful in predicting the future. Currently, the SEC requires most firms to submit their financial information within 60 days of the end of the firm's fiscal year. So, as a second objective, we have reliable. When information is reliable, you can depend on this information and you can verify its accuracy. The information is completely independent of the person reporting it, so there's no personal opinions or bias included. To be reliable, the information in the financial statements must be a faithful representation of what the company does. For example, if a restaurant reported 6 billion in sales for its fiscal year ended in May, this amount must be true and verifiable. Otherwise, the information could be misleading to investors. Now we move on to comparable. In addition to being relevant and reliable, useful information should be comparable. This means investors are able to compare financial information between two similar companies. For example, how one company's net income compares with another company's net income performs. In putting together financial statements, accountants must allow for meaningful comparison because there are often alternative ways to account for the same transaction within GAAP. Companies must disclose the methods they select. Without comparability, it is hard to judge which company is performing better because they can use different methods. As last objective, we have consistent. To be useful, accounting information must be consistent. Consistency is the characteristic that makes it possible to track a company's performance or financial condition from one year to the next. So we don't compare two similar companies, we compare different years of the same company. Only if a company uses the same accounting method from period to period, we are able to make meaningful comparisons. For example, a grocery store provides sales figures for 2024 and 2025. Only when these two numbers are based on the same set of accounting methods, investors can determine why sales increased. If the increase was caused partly or solely by the change in the way the company measured sales, then investors would be misled about the company's actual performance. So, financial statements users want to rely on the firm's consistent application of the same accounting standards. So, to sum up all the previous information, we can say that accounting information needs four characteristics to be useful. Relevant information should support business decisions, help predict future outcomes, and must be timely to be useful. Reliable, the information should be accurate and verifiable, free from bias or personal influence, and faithfully represents the company's situation. Comparable, because the information enables fair comparison between companies. Also, it requires disclosure of accounting methods and supports informed investors' decisions. Consistent, because the information allows performance tracking over time. The same accounting methods across different periods, and it prevents misleading comparisons. Thank you for watching the video about the characteristics of accounting information and what makes it useful. If you want to see more videos of financial accounting or every topics related, follow this channel and leave a like for the video. Thank you and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.